The beer du jour is Grandpa's Sweater Oatmeal Stout from Barnhammer Brewing in Winnipeg. This is one that I've had many times before, and it's the perfect beer for a cold, snowy March evening. Normally, I don't do 2 teardowns 2 weeks in a row of things that are similar to each other, but I'm going to break with that this time because I found another one of these little travel chargers. This one is a Vanson branded slim charger for nickel metal hydride and NiCAD, and it only does AA batteries. Model is V60. It looks like it can charge at up to 150 milliamps across 2 cells. That's the other limitation of this thing. It can charge 4 cells at once, but it has to do them in pairs. So I can do one pair like that, and if I had another pair of nickel metal hydrides handy, I could drop them in there. And when it's charging that pair, it's drawing like 2.5 watts. So presumably if there was another pair in there, it would be up to 5 watts maximum, which is not that much. And similar to that last charger that I looked at last week, this thing has a lot more weight than you would expect. So I'm expecting to find another transformer-based power supply in there. And this one has no screws on it, and I can't feel any down through there, and that's kind of probably where the transformer is anyway. So I'm going to guess that I will have to break it open this way. It doesn't feel like it's going. Well, that wasn't clipped together, it was glued together. But a little bit of unreasonable violence managed to win the day. As suspected, there is a good-sized transformer in there. And then the circuit board has a very, very small component collection on it. This is not even slightly a smart charger. We have 4 diodes there, which are set up as a bridge rectifier. We have 2 resistors and 2 LEDs, and then a center tap transformer powering it all. That is shockingly simple. Let me just snip this little tie wrap in here so I can get a closer look, and I think I am just going to draw this out quickly. I don't suppose I will need the computer assistance like I did last week. Hang on for just a moment while I draw this down for you. As expected, that didn't take very long at all. So here is what we have. We have the transformer, center tapped on the secondary, AC 120 comes in. This is a 13 volt secondary. These are about 6.5 each. So each side of the winding goes to a pair of diodes, all facing in one direction. So these are just half wave, they're not full wave rectifying. That side of the diode, this one and this one from each side, goes out to battery 1's positive terminal. Similar to this one and this one are tied together and go to battery 2's positive terminal. The center tap skips over here, goes through 2 10 ohm resistors, one to battery stack number 1, one to battery stack number 2. Remembering that these are 2 1.5 volt batteries in series, so that's a 3 volt battery with some dropped across there, 0.6 of a volt dropped across the diodes. And then the diode, or the LEDs, which are showing up through the top there, confused me for a second. They are in parallel with these 10 ohm resistors. What confused me about that is there's no other series resistance for those, and I couldn't light them up with my meter because they're in parallel with this 10 ohm resistor. They are getting their voltage from just the voltage drop across there, so no current limiting in those guys except for whatever current is running through the battery. So they glow as long as there is current being drawn by the batteries through the battery charger. And that's literally all there is to it. I don't know that I've seen a more simple battery charger implementation, but for charging old technology batteries like NiCADs or even early nickel metal hydrides, I guess that's fine. And I guess especially back in, is that first month of 2006 or 6 months of 2001? Back then, NiCADs were fairly old technology, they're even older now, and nickel metal hydride was relatively new. So I guess they just decided they can use the same, or maybe this was originally designed as a NiCAD charger and they just slapped on the nickel metal hydride when the newer technology came along. I don't know. Anyway, there is a super quick look at a super cheap battery charger. And I had to destroy it when I took it apart, which means it's not going back together, obviously. Not that I have an awful lot of... I think these are the only nickel metal hydrides that I could find, and this is the only NiCAD that I had lying around. I think that came out of some rechargeable solar light or something like that. Regardless, the only value in this thing for me is I think I'm going to salvage that transformer, because a 12 or 13 volt center tap transformer is always a handy thing to have on the shelf. So, thanks for watching that quick little one. I've run out of these little battery chargers, so I'm not going to do another one. I've got a mailbag coming up next week, and probably whatever on Friday based on what I find in the mailbag. So, thanks for watching. Questions or comments down below. I'll talk to you later.